Welcome to a special update edition of Hidden Chippewa Valley. My name is John Kinville, and you are looking at the auditorium of the Heide Center for the Arts. Located on the edge of the East Hill in Chippewa Falls, this building served as McDonell Central Catholic High School from 1907 to 1964. Sergeant Charles E. Mower graduated from here in 1942 and participated in both musical and theatrical performances on the building's original stage. On Tuesday evening, March 5th, 1946, exactly 487 days after Chuck's death in the Philippines, family, friends, and dignitaries gathered in this auditorium for a special ceremony to posthumously award Charles E. Mower the Congressional Medal of Honor. An impressive but simple ceremony opened with organist Gene Congdon and pianist Louise Joliffe playing a processional march song from Athalia. After the American flag was posted by a group of World War II veterans in their dress uniforms, Father Eugene McGuigan took the stage and led the audience in the recitation of the Our Father. The mayor of Chippewa Falls went next, named Elmer Sharland, who rose and spoke briefly about Chuck as a young man who gave up his life so democracy may continue to live for everyone else. Father McGuigan retook the stage and introduced the local leaders of area veterans organizations, including John Chemensky, a veteran of the Indian Wars, Oliver Gerard, commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Bernard Harrings, commander of the Disabled American Veterans, and Oscar Bergman, commander of the American Legion. Students from the McDonell High School Glee Club sang two songs, America the Beautiful and Praise Ye the Father. 5 local men gave theme speeches, including For School and Classmates by James Tyrrell, For Church and Parish by Dr. D.R. Chisholm, For Fraternal and Civic Organizations by Albert Smith, for the 19th Judicial Circuit of Wisconsin by Judge Clarence Reinhard, and For the Veterans by local attorney Peter Murphy. Captain Marshall Norsing then took the stage and introduced the keynote presenter Brigadier General John K. Rice of Camp McCoy, or Fort McCoy today, acting on behalf of President Harry Truman and the U.S. War Department in Washington, D.C. General Rice then asked Gilbert Mower and his family to come forward to receive the medal. Rice stated, To Sergeant Mower, who died in the service of his country in Leyte on November 3, 1944. The audience then collectively sang the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States, and followed the song with a benediction titled, Holy God, we praise thy name. The audience was politely asked to remain in their seats until the family and dignitaries had left the hall to the recessional march of Athalia, once again by organist Gene Congdon and pianist Louise Joliffe. Although 3 Chippewa County men have been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor over the years, Sergeant Mower is the only known recipient to have been honored with such a ceremony. Early in the 1990s, an artifact from this ceremony surfaced for the first time since 1946. A good friend of mine and former high school teacher Dave Martineau purchased a U.S. Army Air Corps dress uniform from a widow of a veteran at an estate sale in Chippewa Falls. Once the widow found out that Dave was going to be a school teacher, she offered the uniform to him for $5 so he could show his students someday. After Dave became a teacher, he showed the jacket to students in his military history classes at Chippewa Falls Senior High School. The uniform belonged to a local veteran named Paul Thomas Murphy, who served in the U.S. Army Air Corps during World War II. This is Paul Murphy's uniform from the estate sale. It has 2 gold U.S. badges indicating that he was in the U.S. Army but was also an officer. 2 smaller lapel pins featuring bird wings and a propeller served a similar function, with one indicating a member of the U.S. Army's Air Corps Air Forces and the other an officer. The large silver pin is an aviator badge, indicating qualifications for being a pilot. While some uniforms include names and some do not, a good place to check is inside the dress pants. The name, Paul T. Murphy, is clearly visible, along with his rank of second lieutenant. but it was inside the pocket of the uniform Dave found a folded piece of paper worn through time. It was an original program dated 1946 for the Medal of Honor ceremony for Sergeant Charles E. Mower. Paul Murphy had attended the program in 1946 and sat on the stage with other area veterans. It is likely that this Mower Medal of Honor original program, forgotten long ago in Paul Murphy's uniform, had not seen the light of day in nearly 50 years. Thank you for joining me on this special update to the story of Sergeant Charles E. Mower. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave any questions you have in the comments section. If you have any original military uniforms stored in your home, be sure that you check those pockets. You never know what fascinating aspects and tidbits of history you will uncover. In the meantime, if you would like to see Sergeant Mower's original Congressional Medal of Honor, it is currently on display at the Chippewa Area History Center in downtown Chippewa Falls, located next to the south entrance to Irvin Park. Until next time, always remember that together we become witnesses to the past and keep their stories alive.